Much. Now, the relationship between the Labour Party and the Jewish community reached a new low this week when former Mayor of London, Ken Livingstone, avoided being expelled from the party over comments linking Hitler and Zionism. I've been to speak to members of the Jewish community to ask just how bad they think the problem is.
You dare say that Hitler supported Zionism? You've lost it, mate. You need help. You need help. You need help.
They've been offended by this group of embittered old Blairite MPs stirring up all these accusations of anti-Semitism. Simply stating historical fact. I mean, how can this be anti-Semitic?
Unrelenting and unrepentant, Ken Livingstone was this week suspended from the Labour Party for 2 years for saying Hitler supported Zionism. For many in the Jewish community, he should have been kicked out. The left has been grappling with wider allegations of anti-Semitism, although an inquiry found that Labour is no worse than any other party. The president of the Board of Deputies of British Jews disagrees.
I've seen on quite a few social media postings of people tearing up their membership, not just Jewish people, non-Jewish people. This is what Labour needs to realise. They're alienating decent people in our country of many and creeds who think Labour have simply lost the plot.
The new North London synagogue has a membership of over 3,000. In this liberal corner of northwest London, many feel Labour is their natural home. But for some, Ken Livingstone's comments are the final straw.
It's shocking and upsetting that he is taken seriously within the Labour Party still. I don't think he should be given the time of day. Really.
I think Labour's become a safe space for casual anti-Semitism, and that's quite sad for somebody who has voted Labour on a number of occasions.
A lot of Jewish people are very suspicious of what has happened. I think they're frankly, more concerned about Jeremy Corbyn than they are about Ken Livingstone.
Rabbi Wittenberg, who comes from a family of German Jewish origin, has similar concerns.
But I think the top leadership has not been strong enough and not clear enough, and this will be seen as a half-hearted message and another weakening of the relationship between Labour, which is often the traditional home for many Jews whose inclination is towards the left. It'll weaken that relationship even further, and it's already very weak.
Do you think that this could have the impact of having Jewish people who perhaps voted Labour in the past stopping their support for the party?
I think they have. I hear from a lot of people, we would like to express, good opposition politics. We want to belong to the left in the same way as the Democratic Party's been the traditional home in the States for most of the Jewish community. But what do we do? Who do we vote for? Who do we stand for?
In the North London constituency of Finchley and Golders Green, around a fifth of voters are Jewish, making it the biggest Jewish community in the UK. It used to be a swing seat, but it's getting less so. Labour haven't won here since the Conservatives took the constituency in 2010.
If you want a sense of just how much the Ken Livingstone saga matters to the Jewish community, just take a look at the front page of this newspaper. If Labour isn't seen to take a tough line on anti-Semitism or even perceived anti-Semitism, they could lose a significant number of Jewish voters, and once that support is gone, it could be difficult to win back.
But others believe allegations of anti-Semitism are overblown. Walter Wolfgang is a refugee from Nazi Germany and a Labour Party member since 1948. He was thrown out of Labour conference in 2005 for heckling Jack Straw, then Foreign Secretary, about Iraq.
It's very, very hurtful to people like myself who've lost friends, who've lost relations, and who are also sorry for the whole of the community. The whole tragedy of the Holocaust, that this tragedy is being used as a weapon in political disputes just because people disagree with somebody. I think it is outrageous, to be honest.
For decades, the left's strong stance against racism has made it a natural home for Jews. It's a relationship Labour must take seriously if it wants to maintain that support.